I keep trying to escape from Sal, but he keeps pulling me back in. Refuses to let me sleep at night. Playing his high elves, but now instead of Tyrion or even Altharion, he's on to Alith. Sal versus Boba Enjoyer, High Elves and Tomb Kings. And it is a bit of a kite build, kinda. We have a bunch of Shadow Walkers and Shadow Warriors on Alith versus the Tomb Kings. Do have some Dragon Princes and Spearmen for some backup with a Firecaster with Burning Head and Flaming Sword of Rune. Which fire damage against the Tomb Kings after the healing changes is actually pretty darn good. Not just because fire has always cleared out their front line effectively. The Tomb Kings army passive, where they get free healing on their whole roster and stuff. I mean, if you're reducing that healing by half, that's effectively, cutting their whole army passive in half. It's pretty brutal. So Alith and the boys, they're trying to snipe out the Tomb Scorpion right now. A lot of those shots are going to go awry. Alith can shoot at it. He'll do fine at that. But the Shadow Warriors need to shoot at something else. Maybe the Blessed Legion of Flach that are currently counterfiring the Shadow Warriors and doing a shitload of damage. For the Tomb Kings, I guess I didn't mention them. We have Tomb Guard, the Kepler Guard, and Skeleton Warrior front line. We have DJ Kotep on his DJ booth, Sphinx of Usef, Tomb Scorpion, Necrotect on his Chariot, Blessed Legion of Flach, Necro Knights, and Carrion. So a very elite Tomb Kings build. Dragon Princes pull forward to peel for the Archers, Shadow Walkers, and Shadow Warriors. And Firecaster is up and about. I wonder if she'll wait for a Burning Head down these two units at the same time. That would be pretty good. And Kotep is taking a lot of damage while I wasn't looking. It looks like the Shadow Warriors and Shadow Walkers and Alith everybody is trying to snipe him out while a Burning Head goes down the line. Kotep's taking too much damage from the Shadow Boys, from the Shadow Gits. And he starts to crumble. Overcast something, but that will just seal his fate even further. And Kotep is out of commission. Now, the High Elves haven't exactly gotten through here scot-free. Their skirmishers are taking a lot of damage. One of them's even pretty much dead as far as DPS goes. And the High Elf front line's trying to run up now, but we are losing some of the skirmishers. These ones have enough HP. They should be back. They should be fine. As Kyrian start to hit them a bit. Necropolis Knights charging into Spearmen, and Dragon Princes should die, but we'll see if the Necrotech is able to get around here and offer some good buffs. He does have the Van Braces of the Sun, so if he charges in here and gets one auto attack onto Spearmen or something, he'll lower their stats enough that they can't really hurt the Necro Knights. Shadow Warriors and Shadow Walkers are rallying while they peel the Carrion off of their other versions, and Alith is shooting in at the Sphinx of Usef. By the way, these two builds were really small. There's 1,500 troops on the whole battlefield. Necro Knights, now that this guy has joined in the party, yeah, the Dragon Princes are losing 24 for their stats. So are the Spearmen, so all of a sudden the Necropolis Knights just have a supreme advantage of stats. Kepler Guard and Tomb Guard fighting with the White Lions of Christ. And in the backfield, Dragon Princes get onto the Blessed Legion of Flach, but a Tomb Scorpion is trying to get a little bit of damage out here and there. And neither side has any healing left. I believe the Tomb Kings have gone through all of their army passive. I wouldn't be shocked to see an Ushabti show up somewhere. The Ushabti summon. So both sides just get the health they get. Did you just miss the Moonbow on something the size of a house? God damn it, Alith. Oh well. All the kiting tools are still around, still firing in. Good amount of ammunition left on them, too. Necropolis Knights do beat up the Dragon Princes, and now the Spearmen are the next on the board. And yeah, look at that. With the Van Braces of the Sun from the Necrotech, this guy has 0 melee attack just, like, permanently, as long as he's getting attacked. Dragon Princes have abandoned the Blessed Legion of Flach, leaving that fight to someone else to deal with. They charge into the Skeleton Warriors and the Tomb Scorpion. Now they're going to charge back at the Blessed Legion. Try and refresh that charge bonus to get a little bit more impact damage rather than the slow grind they're going with before. Sphinx of Usef is just trying to find something to fight for now. Bounce power is slightly high elf favored, and I still have not seen that Ushabti summon show up. It is going to pop up in the back now next to some Dragon Princes and Shadow Warriors. Maybe should have put it on a healthier unit of Shadow Walkers or something just to, chase them around or damage them. But whatever. Nice Burning Head through both a Tomb Guard and the Kepler Guard. Kepler Guard going to surround the Mage of Fire. Poke her down. She is faster, so if she gets away, she could just, run for it. Cheese it, as Bender would say. Dragon Princes rear charge under the Kepler Guard. A little bit of damage. Necro Knights getting kited out by the Shadow Warriors and Shadow Walkers. So they will die while on the hunt. Blessed Legion of Flach are also about out of gas. And the Ushabti summon is holding up this balance of power by quite a lot, considering how late in the game we are. I really think the High Elves are going to be fine here. I guess there's still a Tomb Scorpion and whatnot, but Alith can slowly work down the Necrotect and then use the rest of his ammo on the Sphinx of Usef, and there's not a whole lot they can do about it. Shadow Walkers and Shadow Warriors did finish off the Necro Knights. Now they're going to kill the Tomb Guard. And the Necrotect is fighting Spearmen, still using his Van Braces to just lower their stats down to nothing. Big old nothing burger. 30 seconds left on the Ushabti summon. The Kepler Guard beating up on the Mage of Fire is a problem. I'll admit that. Dragon Princes get pushed off by the Tomb Scorpion. He's not gotten a lot of value, but he does cause terror, which is nice. It looks like this lady's about dead. Yeah, especially if she's terror routing. If she doesn't have a burning head or something to bail herself out, then she is just doomed. Alith and the boys now falling down on the balance of power. The Ushabti summon is gone in 3 seconds. That'll make things a little bit better, but they have taken significant damage. The balance power is still that bad, so it looks like it's just not going to get too much better. What are you? Shadow Warriors, Shadow Walkers. So we still have one Shadow Walker with ammo. Alith is using his ammo on the Necro Sphinx. You have no restores left, so no healing for that big boy. And the Mage of Fire is not getting pursued by the Tomb Scorpion. That feels like a bit of a mistake, because then we'll get a Burning Head in the late game that can take out a lot of the Kepler Guard. Kepler Guard are naturally weak to fire. Tomb Guard about dead. Shadow Warriors getting attacked by the Necrotect. Sphinx of Usef is taking little teeny tiny pokes every so often from the extremely depleted skirmish forces of the High Elves. Alith has 7 shots left, and he's using them on the Necro Sphinx. Necrotect wandering around. We need to save that Burning Head for the Kepler Guard. Alith is getting beat up by a Tomb Scorpion, starting to kite out now. Slippery gives him a lot of speed and 86 melee defense. So he'll be fine there, but it actually looks like the Tomb Kings will ride out the damage on this one. Alith chucks out a little clone of himself. Maybe to group up the Kepler Guard for a Burning Head that's coming in. Yeah, alright. If you're going to need Burning Head, now is probably the time. Or now you'll have to wait for them to line up with the White Lions. But you don't want to half-ass this Burning Head. It's probably your most important one. It's a good angle so far. Goes down the line. Curves into the White Lions a little bit. But overall, good damage onto the Kepler Guard. And Alith offers a couple shots in there against the Kepler Guard. Might have wanted to save all of his ammo for these other guys. Meanwhile, the Necrotect is actually starting to crumble from his fight with the Shadow Warriors and the Shadow Walkers as they shoot while in melee, and even while terror routing, they are shooting at the Necrotect, never abandoning their duties, even when terror routing, doing what they have to deal with that guy. Kepler Guard have rallied. Their leadership is now to the point where they are not crumbling anymore. Alith has run out of ammunition as the Necrotect dies. Some of the kite is back, poking down the Tomb Scorpion, really trying to get them to crumble. And the Necro Sphinx is chasing Alith around. The Firecaster routes for the second time, but does get a Flaming Sword of Ruin out, giving extra damage onto the Kepler Guard, who do start crumbling on the charge from Alith. Then they rally, because they're probably going to beat his ass. Alith gets a good shot onto the Necro Sphinx. The Tomb Scorpion's still taking damage, but without getting crumbling on these Tomb Kings units, they are going to be pretty doomed. Alith will terror out away. Slippery giving him insane melee defense. He gets punted out of there by the Necro Sphinx. Tomb Scorpion is crumbling. Kepler Guard still getting poked down, but they're healing up more than they're getting poked. Balance of power is tipping further and further away from the High Elves. Alith gets charged and attacked in the rear, and that might just put a seal on this game. Balance power is already so bad for them that if Alith routes or dies, God forbid, then they are just doomed. Tomb Scorpion's still crumbling a little bit. The Kepler Guard are getting lower and lower as the Shadow Walkers and Warriors fire in. Alith gets killed, and that'll be GG. Firecaster is gone. The Tomb Kings hang in there on the backs of a very annoying Tomb Scorpion that just kept poking at things. Kotep got sniped out immediately, and the Tomb King still pulled out the W. This guy got a lot more value in spirit than he did actually in monetary value. But yeah, it was these 5 units that did so great. Tomb Guard were annoying. Blessed Legion of Flach also did fine. So GG. For Sal and Alith used all of his ammo and even got into melee and got a pathetic 700 value. God damn it, Alith. You need some buffs, my friend. You need some buffs. Shadow Walkers and Shadow Warriors did pretty darn well. Dragon Princes did okay. Firecasters did fine. But Alith really shitting the bed using all of his ammo and getting that little value. Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.